Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Behind the Curtain. I am your host, AD, and I got guys here.
What's good? It's your boy Wookie at 36. Don't forget the 36, you get missed.
What's happening, man? It's me, Drew Skrilla, for real, man. Let's get this money, fellas.
Yes, sir. Now, let's jump directly into it. So, who do you think full 72-10 record?
Cool.
Which one?
I'm asking you.
The Cavs in the lead right now, ain't they? And they hit everybody. I'm gonna say the Thunder.
Are they tied?
They tied now?
4 or 5. Let me see.
So right now the Cavs are 5.
One game behind. 34-5 and 33-6.
3-6.
OKC is.
So do y'all feel like either beat the 7?
I don't think so. I think if Chet was healthy all season, yeah, they had a good shot at beating it. But without Chet, and I don't even know when he's coming back. I thought he was going to be back before All-Star, but I don't know. I think they can get close, maybe tied or 2 wins or 2 losses above it, like 12. I think they're going to have like 12 losses. And I think the Cavs probably end up with probably like 15.
What say you, Drew?
I was just saying, can they beat him? I don't think. No, not really. I agree with what Sean said, man. If Gordon Chet was healthy, they've been able to show out all year. And they kind of got pushed around a little bit. They probably would have been able to do a little better with some size because they a little small still, but they got Hartenstein, so they're doing better. And the Cavs, they're doing good. I just don't necessarily believe in them like that. They can win some games. We'll see what they do later on. But yeah, they about the same boat. They might do, but they still gonna be winding up. It was about 15 to 20 games.
Honestly, I think between the two, I think the Cavs might be able to hit it more so than the Thunder. Because I think the West is a little bit tougher than the East. And so the Cavs will have maybe
That's true.
like
Yeah, that's true.
a good 10 to 15 type cupcake games in a sense. But in the West, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because you still have the Nuggets, you still have the Mavs when Kyrie and Luka come back together. You're still going to have Rockets, yeah, Grizzlies. Like, it's a good, strong 8 teams in the West that I just don't foresee it. Like, now, if the OKC was in the East, easily, I would say OKC with no problem. The way that they, but because they're in the West, I think it's going to be a lot more teams in the West. That's going to make it a lot more difficult for the Thunder to beat that record.
Yeah, you're right. And like you're saying, the Cavs already beat everybody in the West at least once, too.
Right.
So now they only got to play them one more time, too. So you're right.
Yeah. So if a team could beat it, I think it probably would be the Cavs. Now, granted, I don't think that anybody's going to ever beat that record because not only did they go 72-10, but they also wind up winning the NBA title. So even if they are able to beat this record, they still would have to win the NBA championship to be, in my opinion, for it to be a successful 72 in whatever team or 70 whatever team to win.
The best team, yeah.
Right. To be the best thing. Because you got to think about it. Because Golden State went, 73-9. And they lost
championship.
7, right? They lost. That was the Kyrie shot, right?
That was yeah, they came back 3-1.
Okay, yeah. So it should have been done, But shouts out to Draymond Green for kicking old boy, getting suspended, and changing the whole momentum of that series.
Hey. Can't talk about it. Oh.
No, go ahead.
No, to say you can't talk about that. He the backbone.
Okay, if you say so. I know what Rome always say. Man, they can't win it without him. But I'm like, the dude, like, he's a certified problem for that team, and it's like,
Yeah.
I get it. He want to be the enforcer. I get it. I totally get it. But to me, I look at it like he's more detrimental to the team than he is anything else. If he's getting suspended or he's doing it something dirty. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but it's one of those two things that his name is always being surrounded by. So, and I feel like if Golden State had traded him like a year or two ago, I think they would have been in a lot better shape than what they're in right now.
Yeah.
Then
they should even traded him instead of letting KD go. That's what they should have did. They should have got rid of Draymond because you still had Jordan Poole there then, and you had KD still. I'd have got rid of Draymond. Why he had a lot of value too. You could have got a good piece for him back then. You know, coming off a championship and stuff like that. You already know you was having bickering between these two. So the better player to me was KD. So let's get rid of this dude. He's replaceable. KD's not replaceable. As we see.
No, not at all. And so when you think about that 73-9 team and why it didn't, or why weren't they successful, and then you have two teams that like literally are vying for that record, in my opinion, I'm not sure. Do you think that either one of these teams are better than that 73-9 team? That Warriors team.
No, they were a different animal. That was a different animal. That squad was. Whew.
That's what they trying to be like.
Right. That was a different animal. I gotta see, like, maybe like next year, OKC, everybody healthy, another year under their belt and stuff like that. And their younger players are really, you know, developed. Then I could see maybe, but nah. That Warriors team was.
So, first round they went 4-1. Second round 4-1. Third round 4-3, and then the finals 3-4.
Who they play the third? Houston, or was it the Clippers?
Was it Houston? Let me see.
I'm trying to think, because I think that's when CP3 went to Houston, right?
Yeah, but remember that he got injured or something. He didn't play like the last 3 games,
right?
And so that caused Harden to take on the shoulder. I mean, to take on the whole team essentially, because he was the only one that was killing out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know it was one year like the Clippers had a chance to beat Golden State, and so did Houston. And injuries both times.
I was trying to see. Okay, so Harrison Barnes was on that team. Andre Iguodala, Marcus Paisley, Andrew Barbet, Sean Livingston,
yeah,
who don't get enough credit. Oh, that team they had a nice little squad.
Loaded.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think it has
David Lee. Was he on there? David Lee, or was that before? Yeah, that was before.
Before. It might have been before. So it was Ian Clark, Brandon Rush, Bogut, Livingston, Barbosa, Festus Ezeli, Mo Spates, Harrison Barnes, Draymond Green.
Oh, yeah, Mo Spinks, yep.
That was like the enforcer down there. Was the Mo Spates.
Shooting, too.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Squad.
Man, that was a nice squad they had.
Different animal.
It was. It definitely was. I was trying to find out who did they lose to in the playoffs. Was it? These jokers set all kind of records. Let's see.
Cleveland.
You said it was no. I'm talking about in the Western Conference Finals. Who did they beat in the Western Conference Finals? Because it was 4-3. So I was just trying to see who did they play in the Western Conference Finals. But I think you're right. I think Houston or Clippers. One of them teams Chris Paul was on. I can't remember if it was Houston or if it was the Clippers.
I think it was the Clippers because it was Houston after that, wasn't it?
It sounds right.
Oh no, because that's the years James Harden was cooking.
So that was what? Hold on.
2016?
Yeah, 15, 16. Now I'm intrigued by this.
Oh, OKC.
Oh, you know what?
Was that?
Right. Because Durant left right after
Yes,
that.
before KD left. Yep, that's before KD.
You're right. Because they had them up 3-1. Because everybody made a big deal about why Durant left OKC to go to Golden State. You're right. Good pull.
Yep. They were up 3-1, just like you said, and Steph came back, and that's when he hit that half-court shot, and he's shimmying on him and shit. I was like, oh, it's over. This nigga done started something.
Yo, he's so disrespectful. I swear that little dude
Right?
is disrespectful.
And that's when Clay that's when they called him Game 6 Clay. He was out there killing that Game 6.
Yeah.
Yep, he had 41, Game 6. Yeah. Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah,
That was-
Steph had Game 5, 31. Game 6, Clay had 41. Then Steph closed it out with 36 in Game 7.
And Durant got on to go to state. Yikes.
Yeah, see, Curry had a good run in the playoffs.
Like he literally did. He had a mean run. And they can't. So that's one thing I can honestly say about his run was that he majority of the time he showed up. Maybe in the finals not as much, but majority of his playoff runs, like he did work in majority of his playoff runs. Do you think OKC can win a title without Chet?
No.
Yeah. No. I don't think so.
Like, how bad do you think they need to have him? Like this, can he afford to be like I don't think it was. Do you think he can afford to have him sit out games in order for him to win the title?
Sit out games? Like in a series?
Yeah.
No, he can't be like Porzingis. He has to be full and healthy. They could get out the first round without him, depending on their matchup. Because I think they match up against like a Denver first round. They need him. You're going to have to have, two to counter a set Joker. Someone to pull him out and someone to bang with him down low. Because on the offensive end, I'm saying Chet could pull him out and stuff like that. Defense end, you got Hartenstein. But other teams, I'm not really worried about their bigs besides the Lakers. And I don't think the Lakers are a good enough team to beat them. But rest of the teams are through the second round, you're going to need Chet. You got to have them to complete it. Houston, you don't want to see Houston either without Chet.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree. I agree. I think they might make it, a little bit further, but like Sean said, depending on the matchup, they're going to need Chet to be that X factor and get them through. In case they run into some size or whatever they run into, so it'll match up better.
So essentially, they're going to need both Chet and Hartenstein then.
Yeah, need him too. They need the combo.
Yeah. I'm running Chet at the 4, Hartenstein at the 5, Jalen at the 3, Shea at the 1, and
Or the 2.
Dort. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think
he's been having a great season.
That's what I was going to say. I think they can carry him. I mean, he could probably miss a game or two, but like you said, I think he has to be there like throughout every single series. Like he can't miss more than a game because they're gonna need him in a lot of games because some teams don't, especially in the playoffs, they don't have a lot of bigs, and so because of him, he can open up the of them because you know what I'm saying. Like Chet is gonna pull a lot of people out of the paint. I don't know.
You're out of here now.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's should the OKC make a trade for somebody else, like another big, just to be on the safe side.
I think they good. I think they drafted pretty well. Everybody looking like they can play right now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they just found a deal they came across that they just had to do. I say nah. They just keep safe pat.
I agree with Drew. I think we're fine. I think we need anything but to be healthy.
But see, that's what I'm getting at because you got these little knick-knack injuries that keep happening. Like Hartenstein, I think he's gonna miss another week, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I just read. Chet hasn't been back just yet. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like these little knick-knack injuries that keep happening, that's causing the lineup not to be fully intact for them to play night in and night out. Like you gonna have your main characters like Jalen and Shea, you know, and Dort. But I think at some point, like they're gonna need those bigs to be there for them. Like on
so Hartenstein just got injured.
I think so. I think that's what I just saw. Like he gonna miss another week or so. Let me verify that though. I don't want to tell you something.
Dang. I didn't know that.
Me either.
What's his name? His first name Isaiah, right?
Yep.
He's out at least another week. Calf strain. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not helping OKC. I mean, they're winning, but they, in my opinion, they still need him on the floor at all times. Like, because he's the rim protector. And without him on,
How long Chet been out?
he probably been out about a month or so now.
No, longer than that.
Been
out
Wait,
since October.
like the beginning of November.
10th. Yeah, November 10th. He's about to return, they said.
When?
Has it been 8 weeks since then?
Yeah, it's been 8 weeks.
Okay. So he probably being reevaluated, and it's probably going to be like a week or so, a couple weeks or something.
Okay.
Hear anything else?
So this was on the 12th. Let me do this. So Caruso is out.
Yeah, he been out for a minute.
Okay. So that was November 10th. He went down. So November 10th. Mm-hmm. So November, December, January. So about 3 months he's been out.
Yeah.
Actually, he's been
10 weeks almost.
Yikes. So it was going to be a minute to get back in shape. Yeah, you're right. 10 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the scary part to me is that like he a great player, but it's like missing 3 months out of the season. Like that ain't good. Like that's a lot of games he missed. And then I don't know how when he comes back, how he going like is he going to immediately jump into it, like picked up where he left off? Normally it takes some time, to get the rust off. So they, gradually in the game. So I mean,
I think he has plenty of time. He's coming into All-Star break. I'll just sit out to All-Star break. After All-Star break, take those extra weeks, come back healthy after All-Star break, because around then you can play. You can really come back, but you just sitting out. Just go ahead and play with the practice squad, get your stamina back up. Right off the All-Star break, we coming out, we running, we pushing for the playoffs. I'm healthy, I'm ready to go.
True.
I'll sit out. I wouldn't come back early. They don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do lose some games, they don't really need them right now.
Right. So they got a month till All-Star break. So you figure
4 more weeks, yeah.
Yeah, might as well keep them out. Like you said, they don't really need them right now. So.
And you got a week off for All-Star break. They give you an extra week, and then depending on when you're going to play again, right? You might not play into the middle of the week. Yeah, I'll take all that little extra time I can get, especially if we win and we top seed. Closest person to us is 5 or 6 games, and I don't see us losing.
That many games.
No losing streak.
Right. So right now the closest team is the Rockets, and they're 7 games back.
Yeah.
So they got opportunities to drop games if need be.
Yeah, I'm holding them out until after All-Star break.
Makes sense. Because you really don't need them. All right, so do y'all think this is the year for the Cavs? Is this the Cavs year for them to finally hoist that trophy?
No.
Oh, shoot.
It just ain't made no believer out of me, man. They play real well, though. I'm not sure if they need something else or they just clicking back together and they had another year together. But they looking good. I just need to see them do some real damage in the playoffs. That's all I'm looking forward for them to do. They do what they want to do during the regular season. Let's see what they get when it counts.
Yeah. I'm like Drew. I don't think it's the year. They are looking a lot better. I can see them making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, at least there, because they're bench to me. They just need, to me, Iman Bates. That's who they missing coming off their bench. But I don't know what's going on with that guy. But they got a nice squad, like we said. Evan Mobley done stepped up. That was the key piece. And last year they were doing good in the playoffs until Mitchell got hurt. So I think they're ready for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The only team I see them matching up with is Boston. That's going to give them a scare. Other than that, it should be easy walk for them.
I honestly, I think what they're going to get caught up at is they got 2 small guards with Garland and Mitchell. I really think that they're good guards. It's just they're too small. So it's like, now on the offensive end, they could take advantage of it. But on the defensive end, that's when they're going to be at a disadvantage sometimes. And depending on who they match up with, I think it could be a bigger problem. That's the only thing I foresee is that right there. And also, I'm not going to say the coaching, but I would love to see how this would look in a series. Like how they would play this thing in a series as opposed to like the way they're playing it right now, which is, the way. But I'm just saying I would want to see what adjustments they make and how they would look in a 7-game series before I could be like, yeah, I think this is going to be it. Because like right now it's not I ain't gonna say it's not difficult, but you, in a sense, you playing lower class teams, especially in the East. Like nobody's on your level other than 3 or 4 teams. Other than that, like nobody's on your level. And so the good thing is they have been winning a lot of games, especially on the West Coast, and they beat a lot of West Coast teams. So that's the saving grace. But I want to see how they would work in the 7-game series. Like, would they be able to make the adjustments in the 7-game series for them to beat a series or win a series?
Yeah, I think player-wise, they should be able to because Mitchell, he's a playoff. He's been in the playoffs through the Jazz, through here. what's the little Garland?
Garland.
He's been, he got some playoff under him. Jared Allen's been in playoffs with the Nets, with them. They got playoff experience. Now all together, they got a little bit. And like we said, I think the key piece is Mobley. As long as Mobley continue to do what he's doing, they're going to be a hard team to stop. Because you said like the guards are small. I don't see really East guards. I don't really see them because they all play defense to me.
Okay.
And then they got that back line who,
So, for example,
send them here.
if they match up with a team like the Pistons, right? That's kind of like on the bigger side. So you have Cade Cunningham or Jaden Ivey is out. I forgot who this other guard is. But you have kind of bigger guards that can check them in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Or post them up in a sense. So it'll be, to me, I don't think that would be a good matchup for them in a 7-game series. The difference, like you said, would be Mobley, though. He would be the clear-cut difference in that series. But I'm just saying teams like Detroit or like who else? Who else is in the East? New York really had 2 big guards like that. I'm trying to think who was another team I was thinking about. Like Orlando. Orlando could present a real big problem for them.
Because they're healthy. I like them.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, like, because right now it's good. Even the Pacers, they got big guards. So, yeah, it looks good now that they could beat these teams the way that they're beating them. But in a 7-game series, would they still be able to beat these teams the way that they're beating them? Because teams are going to adjust after game 1 or game 2. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm thinking about in reference to the Cavs being able to progress throughout the year is the guard play. Because they can score with the best of them, but then on the offensive side, they're going to get, taken advantage of because of their size. And you have 2 small guards. Now, if you had like a Maxey and a Donovan Mitchell, then I'll be like, okay, you got 1 big guard and 1 small guard in a sense. But you have literally, like, I think Garland is maybe 6'1", 6'2", and Donovan Mitchell like the same size, right?
Yeah, he's small too.
So that would that would be the only thing that I would. Yeah, so Darius Garland is 6'1", and I want Donovan Mitchell 6'3", 6'2", if that.
Being 6'3", yeah.
That's what I'm saying, 6'2", if that. But that would be the only thing that I would have a not problem with, but just being able to see them in a 7-game series. All right. So we was talking about this a little bit earlier today, right? And so my cousin put something out there, and I didn't even think about it till he said it. But should the Rockets trade for Beal, right? Now, I'm just question out there. But what about if the Rockets traded for Beal as opposed to Booker? You think that would be a better fit?
Nah. I'm still looking at it the same way as
Booker.
You ain't shown me nothing this year that make me want to trade for you. Now, if you was looking like the Bill from Washington, I'd have been on it. Or if you was looking like the Bill from 2 years ago, the Booker from 2 years ago, yeah, this Booker, you have spurts of yourself now. I don't see the same Booker or Bill.
But do you think it's because they all trying to like fit in together? You know what I'm saying? Like they all trying to manage everything between the 3 of them. I think that's part of the problem. Nobody has been like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is my team, blah, blah, blah. I don't think nobody has done that yet. And so I think that's why they're playing the way that they're playing, because they haven't figured that part out yet.
But I think if you go to the Rockets, you're going to be in the same boat. We got too many good players around us who aren't, selfish or saying it's my team and I need to score this many points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they don't know their roles, man. They need some roles. Everybody on Phoenix trying to do the same thing. That's why they got Albert rebounded the other day, because they had Bill, Booker, and Durant, and the other 2 guys just supposed to rebound. That's it. Well, they was just thinking now.
Yo, that was beyond crazy. I know you was laughing it up, because I'm watching it. I'm like, yo, is one person gonna go get like somebody gonna go get a rebound? They one possession. I think they got like 4 offensive rebounds straight, and like you said, the ball just kept falling to the ground. And I'm like, it like, all right, well, you go get it. Well, no, you go get it. Like, yo, somebody just daggone ball. Like, it's not that hard. And so I think chemistry is a big problem with that team, with the Suns team, and is the lack thereof chemistry. That's why I feel like if there's smoke, there's fire. So to me, I think I'm not saying he is going to get traded, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bill ended up out of Phoenix faster than anybody else. And if I'm the Rockets, I might take a chance on them depending on who I have to give up. If because I could give you Cam Whitmore, even though I want to, but I could give you him, and I could probably give you another
picks.
Huh?
Some picks.
Yeah, or
you
like
giving up Jabari. What if we won Jabari?
I would let it go. I would let him go.
Mm.
Honestly.
So let me ask you this: do you think the Suns could turn their season around?
If they get rid of Bill and they were able to trade with the Rockets per se, you get rid of Bill, so you bring in Jabari Smith, and who else would you bring? And probably Cam Whitmore. So that'd be your scoring, the front court scoring in a sense, and then you got Cam Whitmore coming off the bench that can score because you just traded Josh Okogie, who was a scorer or somewhat of a scorer. Then you still got Grayson Allen. So you have 2 potential scorers that's playing now that like they can literally just shoot the ball. You had Dunn, who's a defensive / offensive player. So I might take a chance on that if I'm the Rockets.
Yeah. So you see them making the play-in?
The Suns or the Rockets?
Oh, the Rockets, I ain't worried about them. They top 2. The Suns.
If I can trade for Jabari Smith, that'll show up my power forward, right? So then I'm good with that. I could move KD to the 3. Then I could push Nurkic if I don't have to trade him to the 5, or if I bring in like Jayshawn Tate, or I could move Jabari Smith to the 5 if I'm Phoenix. It just depends on what Phoenix trades for. But if they keep it the way that they are, they only hold on. They're not that far out of 8th place.
No. They're two games.
So honestly, I would let it ride. I wouldn't trade anybody if I'm Phoenix. I would let it ride out and see how this year goes and then go from there. But because you're only 2 games out, it's not like you that far behind. You win a couple games, you get on a winning streak, everything changes because in the West, everything is fluctuating. Nothing stays the same in the West. Every day somebody's changing positions.
I'm blowing it up. I'm not giving it another year.
But you didn't give it you got to give it time though. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just blow it up after a year and a half. You got to give it.
So KD's gonna be what? KD's about to be 36.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But okay, so LeBron is 40 and he's still hooping like this. You don't think Kevin Durant can shoot? He's gonna be able to do that for the rest of his life.
But I don't think KD wants to play like that. I don't think KD wants to play that long either. And especially if he's not winning. I mean, to me, KD, he likes losing, I guess. He doesn't want to, he doesn't really care about basketball like that. For real. To me, it doesn't seem like he cares that much about basketball. Mm-hmm. He knows he's good. He can go out and kill anytime he wants. But, I'm here. I mean, I like to hoop, To me, he's just out there.
Right.
Let me just get my points and whatever happens, happens. That's how I think he feels out there. We win, we win. We don't, we don't. Because to me, like I said, you too good for y'all squad to be in 11th place.
Yes.
In the West. You too good to not say, hey, fuck this shit. Let me get the fuck out of here and go to another team because I want to win. I'm at the end of my career. I'm not at the beginning. I'm not the middle. I'm at the end of my career. And I'm at the bottom of the West at the end of my career. And I'm supposed to be the best scorer in the league. And you got me at the bottom of the West.
but they only like five to 6 games out of second place. Like they're not far behind. So it's just a matter of like they got to get on the winning streak in addition to like a team like Houston. Personally, I wouldn't trade anybody on Houston's team. I think that's a young team. Got to keep it together for as long as you can before you really have to blow it up. Maybe in the next 2 years, maybe 3 years, you want. But as far as Phoenix goes, you paid too much money to blow it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you paid way too much money for this team to be together for you to blow it up.
Man, if they don't make the playoff, you gotta blow it up because now I done paid too much money for you to be sitting your ass at home again, not caring. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not bringing you back. I am not bringing you back for another year of this bullshit.
So you gonna get rid of
I'm getting rid of it. Booker, Bill, KD, and Nurkic. All you motherfuckers is gone. Fucking Grayson Allen, you gone too. Oh, I'm starting over.
What Grayson Allen do? He didn't even do nothing.
Exactly.
Jesus.
He can
All
go.
you are gone. I'm starting over. It's time to start over. Let's get some draft picks. We're building through this new draft. It's about to be so much talent coming in. Let's get some young talent in here. Some hype. Because we got all these old motherfuckers who don't care.
Yeah, well, I say they need to all retire all the old guys. What year is this for Durant? 17, 16?
16, 17.
Yeah, something like that. 16 or 17.
Man,
he was a
it's
supersonic. That's how long he been in. A supersonic. Come on now. It's time.
they trying to hang on to these superstars they call them too long. They trying to fool these folks too long, man.
But okay, so in all fairness though, Durant is still averaging 27 a game, right? Booker is at 25, Beal is at 17. And then after that, that's where everything drops off.
Okay. You said he averaging how much?
Who? Which one?
KD.
Durant is averaging 27.2.
How much should he be averaging?
He should easily be averaging 30 plus 30. Easily. I'm agreeing with you on that.
In this day and age, you was averaging more back then in a harder league when you weren't shooting all these threes. And you're not even a three-point shooter. You're a high-value mid-range scorer like Shea. And he out here averaging 30-something. He could be averaging easy 32, 33. Easy. And you're efficient.
Yes.
You don't be. I'm done with this dude. Go ahead. I just don't know what to say about this guy.
It's nothing like, so it's nothing you really can say. So what would happen if the Suns traded him to the Rockets as opposed to Booker?
Now you're talking.
Who, Durant?
Yeah.
Traded Durant to the Rockets as opposed to Beal or Booker.
Now you're making the Rockets a contender. Because you, like you said, we say he's a walking bucket. You bringing 27 points in here off rip easily. 27. We don't have to worry about scoring no more. Dylan Brooks, you don't shoot the fucking ball. You just play defense. Jabari Smith, if we still got you out here for defense. Sagoon, you gonna do what you do. Jalen Green, you gonna get Booker shots. You get 15 shots a game. That's it. You ain't getting no more.
Right.
Everything else is going through KD. He's our. That's it.
I think Durant there works better than Beal or Booker there works. I think Durant works a lot better. So
man, yeah, that would be scary.
That would be because you got a bunch of young talent around a vet that could get ugly fast. I'm talking about who would be that competition in the West? OKC?
I don't think anybody, to be honest with you. If he went there, I don't think anybody, because KD's a 7-footer. He can match up with Chet. Sagoon could match up with Hartenstein can't match up with Sagoon. That's a easy battle. Yeah. You got defense with Jalen Green. You got Long Jabari. They got a good squad, man. They can match up with OKC very well.
I'm with you on that one.
If you put a KD out there, because I don't see who's holding KD. It's got to be Chet. And
probably be either Jalen Williams, the one with the dreads, or braids,
Yeah,
or Lou Dort. It'll be between them two.
that's a cooked barbecue
I'm-
chicken.
How about if Durant go there as a free agent?
No, I'm saying in the trade. I don't know who the Rockets would give up, but I'm just saying if they were pursuing, I look at it like this: if you're willing to pursue Booker, you're willing to pursue Beal, you definitely got to be willing to pursue KD. Like you got to try all avenues and see which one sticks. Just try it. The worst they can tell you
I'm
is no.
thinking KD.
Yeah, I would too, easily.
As long as I ain't got to give up Green, Sagoon.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
that's really it. Everybody else can go.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Everybody could
I
go.
know they ain't taking Fred, so we still gonna be good at the point guard. Yeah, everybody else, yo, what y'all want?
I'm with you on that one. So, what team you think Jimmy Butler could be traded to make that team a contender, like right away? Or what team would be of a value for him to make a team a contender? Like how much value, the value that he has, how much could that add to a specific team to make that team that much better? East or West?
East or West?
Because I got a team in mind, but I don't know if they would do it.
I don't know. West, I think anybody can go in Denver and fit in their system and really help them out. That's like a perfect situation for any player to me, especially to be a small forward or a power forward or even a guard, because yeah, I just think Denver or Memphis would be a good fit for him too.
Mhm.
I think. Well, I'll go Denver. If I'm
Okay.
going somewhere, I'll pick Denver if I was Jimmy. If I want to win, that's what I'll pick.
You don't think him and Aaron Gordon kind of play similar roles?
Yeah,
Hey, man, who?
Aaron Gordon,
Aaron Gordon.
the power forward,
Oh,
like
Okay. Yeah, pretty much.
But I think Jimmy, his little mid-range jump shot is a lot better than Aaron Gordon. And I think they could play on the floor together,
okay.
especially with Joker, because there's going to be a lot of cutting and slashing. Jimmy's a slasher just like Gordon. You got two coming from both angles. And you got Porter out there to shoot. And I'll put Jimmy at the 2, Porter at 3, Gordon at the 4, and Joker at the 5.
Nice lineup.
And of course, Murray at the 1.
Yeah.
Or shit, you can take him off the bench, bring Westbrook.
He been starting though, so
Yeah.
hey, I mean anything is possible.
I mean, I think that's a good fit for him.
What about you, Drew?
I don't know. I just thinking about the East here.
Mm-hmm.
Would you put them on the Cavs?
I don't think they would have.
Okay, right.
They would have to give up Garland. They would have to give up Garland. They're not giving up Mitchell. They would have to give up Garland, Mobley, or Allen. But they wouldn't give up Allen because they got a center now, Khalil Ware. So I don't think they would give up Allen. You know what I'm saying? So it had to be Darius Garland or Mobley. They would have to probably wind up giving up for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, you have to keep that starting 4. You have to keep your starting 4 intact. I don't know who their 3 is right now, but their 4, you can't get rid of any of them if you want to bring Jimmy. But I like Jimmy there. If they could get him without losing that starting 4, yeah.
Now you're going to lose somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to lose
yeah.
Mobley. Who else? Maybe Karis LeVert. You could probably but you're gonna have to throw somebody else in there too. Like
they got some pieces. It's Iman Bates, some draft picks. I know they got some pretty good draft picks. I think they got some protected ones. I think they have
Jang.
I think they may have the Phoenix Suns draft picks that I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
If Phoenix don't do good.
But I mean, realistically, if you're the Heat, you will want young talent though, and the only true
Mhm.
they have is Mobley, and I
Yeah.
don't think, huh?
I say yeah.
And I don't think they will be willing to give up Mobley for Jimmy Butler. I mean, I would hope they wouldn't do it.
You have to get rid of Bam. I don't like Mobley and Bam together.
So that wouldn't work. So that's what
I
I'm saying.
don't think it looked good.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out what pieces would they have to get rid of to get Jimmy.
What about if you trade Bam and Jimmy for Mobley and Allen? That's too much.
Yeah, because the Heat already have a center that's like a work in progress. So they wouldn't want Allen and Mobley. It will probably be one or the other. And more than likely, I would want Mobley more than Allen because Mobley is offensive. That's what I'm saying. So in my opinion, if I had to make that trade, if I'm giving up Jimmy, I want Mobley in return. Out of all the players they have, it would be Mobley.
I agree.
And then you could either keep Bam or you could trade Bam as well. But I think
That's
you could,
three-teamer.
huh?
3-team trade.
Yeah, have to be. The team I would probably suggest would be the Lakers. Honestly, I think he helped the Lakers out a whole lot if he goes there. I think that they could definitely use him, a player like him. Now I don't know how well him and LeBron will get together. I mean, get along, but I feel like that would be a whole lot.
Think so?
Yeah, honestly, I do.
Who would they have to give up though?
You could give up Hachimura. You could give up Austin Reeves. You could give. I don't know if they're willing to give up Connect, but you can give up Connect. You can give up the curly head kid, Doug Christie's son.
They give it up, Connect. You
Okay.
gotta keep him. That's
fine.
young. You gotta keep him.
Well,
Max
why?
Christie. Yeah, I like him too. That's a good. Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like you could get rid of a solid 3 players, and you could get Jimmy and maybe Duncan Robinson for Hachimura,
Mhm.
Austin Reeves, and Jackson Hayes. Something like that. Like I can easily see that. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised when Jimmy comes back. I doubt if he plays until he gets traded. So because then that way you get him out of the East, so you don't have to see him but once or twice a year. And because I firmly believe he's going to get traded to a West team, because that way Pat Riley don't have to see him 4 times a year.
Yeah, for sure.
Situation like Pat Riley is like that, so you know.
Sound about right.
I'm gonna keep seeing him. All right, this is the last question of the evening, fellas. Which team are you more disappointed with or surprised with? The Spurs or the Knicks?
You said which team were you more disappointed in?
Listen, which team are you more disappointed with or more surprised with? So it can go either way. It's your call. Whether you be like, I'm more disappointed in the Knicks or disappointed in the Spurs, is whatever you feel like is the team that you're most disappointed in. Or any team out there that you think is a disappointment, or a team that you think is on the right path.
I thought the Knicks were a disappointment at the beginning of the season. They didn't come out too well. Then they went on a nice game win streak. Big Cat. They start playing through him. They start looking good. So I won't really say they're a disappointment or a surprise. I thought they'd be, top 3 or 4. That's where they at. Spurs. I like the Spurs. I had them making play in. I think they're on they're right. Yeah, they're 9th. So I think they could get up to the 8th seed. Sit comfortably 8th or 7th or 8th seed. Yeah.
You know, that top.
I don't know. With Kawhi back and he's looking like he's, playing decent, the Clippers are better than I thought they were going to be. Well, it kind of depends on Luka too, when Luka come back. Yeah, so they could creep up there because the Lakers, to me, they're not too good. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Minnesota's iffy. Yeah, they could. I'm disappointed in the Pelicans, though.
Oh shoot!
I never
But
thought they'd be in last place in the West.
I didn't either. I did not see that coming.
I
That
was
one.
high on them.
Yeah, you were. You thought this was the year.
I had them top 4. Terrible. They're terrible.
Oh shoot! What about you, Drew?
Man,
It don't have to be them 2 teams. Just those are 2 teams.
well, I kind of was thinking about the Knicks. I'm not really disappointed. I'm more impressed at the play of Cat because in the West he didn't. I don't know. He didn't seem like he was that impactful. Or he seemed like he was playing a bit softer or something. That he was playing his game, but it was like something was. It seemed like he came over to the Knicks, and he's that guy.
Yeah.
And kind of like he was that guy in Minnesota too, because they ain't doing too good without him right now either. So I'm kind of surprised with the play of the Knicks a little bit with how well they're doing with Cat. I'm a little disappointed in Minnesota too, because I thought they'd be better. I guess I wanted to believe in Randall and them made him better, but that wasn't what it would. That did not work out at all. And I see him pouting all over the place. I'm like, what is he doing? He's supposed to be doing that on TV. But let's see, anybody else? Yeah, everybody else I pretty much seen coming. Maybe the Pistons, they doing better. But I thought they was gonna be doing better at the beginning of this season. I didn't know how much better. And the Spurs, they doing a little bit what they thought they did. I thought Wemby was gonna get a little better. They was gonna be a little better, and Chris Paul was kind of directed a little bit. I feel like they needed to be a little bit. They still need to be better now, but I guess they figured it out.
Honestly, I can say that wherever Chris Paul goes, he turns teams around. I don't know how he does it, but he turns these teams around. And like, I don't know if it's like him and the way he's leading the teams or what he's doing with. I'm assuming it's something he's doing because wherever he goes, he has a ability to turn teams around. So I feel like the Spurs have been a quiet surprise. And I hope they can continue winning because I do want to see them in, if not the play-in game, at least the playoffs. I think because I feel like once they get in, they're going to stay in. They just got to get in for that first time. And they're going to get a taste of it and what it's like to be in the playoffs. And I think they're going to be in it for a while. I think my disappointment, I agree with Sean, has been the Pelicans. I didn't think they would be this bad. I didn't even think they would be bad at all. But this thing has been a cluster. And at this point, give it to everybody, like trade everybody, and just build from within. Like just the draft that you got from here on to the next 5 and 10 years, use them to get better. But just trade everybody. Get rid of Brandon Ingram, get rid of Zion, get rid of CJ McCollum. That's another piece that somebody could pick up and use that'll be deadly. And if I'm the Lakers, I'm making a phone call about CJ.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good look.
Or if not the Lakers. A team like even a team in the East, like a Boston, like Cleveland. I'm trying to think, like even Detroit, like it's a guard who can score. You know what I'm saying? Any team. But I feel like if CJ gets into the right situation, he's gonna help out a lot of different teams. And that's why I was like,
Milwaukee. They was talking about putting him and Dame back together.
Why not do it? Like I would do it if given an opportunity. Why not do it?
They were deadly. Oh man, they used to be cooking.
So why would you not want to put them two together? Like it makes perfect sense. And another team I'm kind of disappointed with that we thought was going to be a lot better was the Charlotte Hornets. We thought they were. I thought they were going to be a lot better. They're doing what they're doing now is what I thought what the Pistons are doing now is what I thought Charlotte would be doing now.
Yeah.
And it's close. Like Detroit is passing them. And the way that they're winning these games, and especially close games, that's going to help them in the long run. And they're doing all this. So I'm like, man, I don't think it unless Charlotte makes some type of trade, which I think they should still try to make a trade for Zion. And I would send him out the rest of this year, and then next year have him and LaMelo coming together. Him, LaMelo, and Miller. I think that'd be a crazy, crazy deadly combination. Just my opinion. Because like right now, Charlotte is 8-28.
I'm asking for a trade if I'm LaMelo.
You can't. You just signed.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like for real, like this day and age, these players are young and stuff like that. I'm not about to sit here and waste my good years losing. I'm not about to do it, and then end up being in my prime and get hurt or some shit when we're really good, and it's too late. I just don't want to see this. I'm good. If I wasn't an okay player or whatever, okay, I see it. But I'm good. I'm good enough to be a starter on any squad. I want to win and put me somewhere I can win. Give me the LA. Send me with LeBron.
All right.
I want to win.
So right now, averaging almost 30 points a game.
I'm out of here, son.
So essentially 30 points a game. And I do agree. I do think either they bring more help around him or he should get the heck out of Charlotte. Like he's
now,
the only,
I need help now.
But that's what the only thing about it. Who else could they? Jimmy Butler don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be a person that's going to be willing to endure the rest of the season because you know you're not going to win. You're not making the playoffs this year,
Right?
Like unless y'all go on like a 20-game winning streak or something, which never happens in the NBA or rarely happens.
Right. I see. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I don't think they getting.
You trade for Zion, let him sit out the rest of this year, have him get in real shape. You bring LaMelo back, you bring back Zion, and then you bring back Brandon Miller. Like that, I think that's a pretty good combination.
Come on, for sure.
In the draft.
Huh?
I'm tanking the rest of the season. Try to get Cooper Flag. Might as well.
Yeah, but if you get Cooper Flag, which I don't think it would be hard to do, especially the way you keep losing, you think he's gonna be enough to turn around the franchise like that?
If we getting Zion too, that's what I'm saying. We still trading for Zion. Yeah, we still trading for Zion, but we tanking. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, sit him out for the rest of the season. You get healthy, continue to lose weight. You looking good, but continue, on that little path. You come back next year, me, you, Cooper, LaMelo, and Brandon Miller. Let's go.
That could be a mean squad, man.
Cooper at the 2, Miller at the 3, Zion at the 4. Whoever we get at our 5, and
don't even matter.
1.
It ain't no centers in the East anyway.
All right, let's run it.
So they do got Mark Williams. I forgot about him, a 7-footer. So yeah, I would give up Josh Green. I wouldn't give up Trey Mann. Trey Mann that's my guy. The dude's I couldn't get rid of him.
Bucket.
Yeah, but I get rid of Josh Green. I get rid of Cody Martin. I get rid of Nick Smith Jr. Like I'll give you all these young players just to get Zion. So I know for a fact that I got a good chance of we're gonna double or triple the games that we won this year here if we can get Zion.
Yeah. This draft is about to be crazy. It's gonna be so many good talents coming out.
Yeah.
Ron Harper Jr. son. Oh man. What's it called? It's coming out. Flag. Ace Bailey. It's a lot of good talent. What's old boy from Illinois, the 7-footer they got? He be killing. The one from Michigan be killing. It's some get one of them big boys too, something like that. Man, there's some talent coming out.
They have Dylan Harper projected to go to New Orleans Pelicans. So that's another shooter that you're gonna add along with what's the dude name? Not Castle. He went to UConn too. Hawkins. So you went with Hawkins. Then you get Dylan Harper. Would you keep Trey Murphy, or would you trade him too?
No, you gotta keep him. That boy's a lockdown defender.
And he can score.
And can put up buckets. Yep.
I'm saying, and he can score. So
he remind me of Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm trying to see who's on that roster. Right.
Yeah, that's some of these nice college students coming out. And then what, 2025 or 2026? Gilbert Arenas' son gonna be coming out. Melo's son gonna be, man. And you know, he a walking bucket too. And he pro ready to me already.
Who?
Gilbert Arenas' son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's ready to go.
Yeah. His IQ is high. He understands the game. He knows how to get to his spots. He knows everything. Man, he's good. His footwork, if you just watch him play, he's like fluent at every aspect of it.
He's definitely going to be a top 5 pick, if not the number 1 pick.
I'm not passing him up. I don't care. If I already got a point guard or 2 guard, I'm not passing him up.
All right. So you got Jose Alvarado, Brandon Boston. This is the Pelicans. Javonte Green, Jordan Hawkins, Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, CJ McCollum, Yves Messi. That's the guy they definitely got to keep.
Yeah.
Trey Murphy, Antonio Reeves, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Daniel Tice, and Zion Williamson. So I'm keeping Jordan Hawkins, Yves Messi. He got to stay. Trey Murphy definitely staying. DeJounte Murray, I could be on the fence with him. You know, like I don't really need him per se. Then you still got Brandon Boston from from the Clippers. So, like, you'll literally be building it from the ground up if you trade Zion. So, it's just a matter of
we're at the ground already, so.
I mean, you really are. I mean, you can't get any lower than the ground.
We're in last place.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you get any lower than the ground. So, that's crazy. But, all right, fellas, that's it. Another one in the books. In the books. All right, fellas. I shall see y'all.
Fellas. All right. Peace out.
All right, fellas. Later.
All right.